Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn. I'm popping on to share some fragrances that I love wearing in the transition from summertime to springtime. And I wanted to share these fragrances with you guys because some of these fragrances, the bottles are almost empty. I didn't have time to do all the makeup, shoozy poozy. I just wanted to come on and record and share these fragrances with you guys. Tell me what you think. We're going to call this Color Me's Summer to Fall Fragrances on Location. If you're interested in finding out what fragrances I love to wear that are already in my collection, I think maybe a couple of them may be newer, but most of them are super old fragrances that I love wearing in the transition from summer to fall. Please continue to watch. All right, so before we get into it, I'm going to pour myself a little bit of something hot to drink. Anybody knows, or most people have, not all people, but whenever the weather is changing from summer to fall, I always have allergies and they go crazy. And my thing is when you share that information with somebody, they'll go, oh yeah, my allergies were this, that, and the other, and I couldn't breathe, or I couldn't do this, I couldn't. But everybody's allergies affect them totally different. It depends on what type of allergy you got, how many allergies you have, what you can and cannot take. And I have the type of allergies, not that I'm special, because we all are. But it doesn't matter what I take, whatever it is, it just has to run its course. And I'm telling you, it whooped my tail last week. And so I want to make sure I drink my little hot liquid. So let me go ahead and pour myself a little something, and then let's get to these fragrances. All right, so before we get into my share of scents that I am bringing from summer to fall, I do want to officially welcome you to my channel. Welcome. Super glad to have you. All right. This is a great day in the land of the living, and I want to welcome you. If this is your first time, welcome. I have many videos for you to laugh at, and so enjoy, please. If you're wondering what those dishes are in the sink, they are clean, just so you know. Also, every now and again I listen to a little music in the background. And today I am listening to classical music. There's an live album called For Spirits. And I will leave the picture of the album cover, and artists that are a part of this amazing body of work. Me pronouncing who and what and when will do it no justice. I'll just put a picture there so you guys can actually see it. So let's get into it. All right, so I have the side door open, so you may see something flying around in here. There's a screen, but you know, when you open the door, anything can fly. So anyhow, let's get into these fragrances, because I'll keep telling you what's really going on, and it really doesn't matter, because all we want to know is about these fragrances. And I wanted to make sure that I recorded some of these scents, because again, some of them are empty bottlers, some of them are just excellent gems that if you're looking for fragrances to add to your collection that you don't already have, these could be great suggestions. I also have one that I recently ordered from the TikTok shop. It's under $10. And I was up scrolling through. I'm new to TikTok, so I'm like a kid in a candy store. I love the theatrics of how you can upload videos and music, sayings and quotes and all that. But there's a lot of toxic stuff going on TikTok as well. And so there's always a good and bad to everything, right? But I love some of the things that TikTok offers, like the TikTok shop. You can find really great merchandise deals and things of that nature, and they always advertise fragrances, of course. And sometimes if they're under $10, you know me, I'm gonna try to see what it's all about and what it's a dupe for. And one of them I ordered at the beginning of this week, and it smells identical to a old school Victoria fragrance scent. And I sprayed it on last night before I went to bed. Well, I kind of didn't go to bed, but to see what I thought about it, right? And I'm gonna share what fragrances are dupe for, and if you see this coming across your TikTok timeline, whether or not you should send for it. Okay, so let's get into these fragrances. Yeah, so I heard somebody say the other day that they do everything fast, and I just, everything happens so that we can either pay attention, learn, listen, feel, see, sense, feel, right? Jan Van Zandt. And it's been in my head ever since I heard it, right? I do everything fast. And I remember a time when that was me. And I learned a lot of valuable lessons by not doing everything fast. And some people may think that because you don't, that you're slow. And that's not the case. We'll just leave it at that. All right, so let's get into this fragrance. This is a fragrance that I actually believe that I ordered off of TikTok. I think I did. This is a fragrance from the House of Lattafa. I have shared this fragrance a gazillion times, at least 3. This is one of my favorite fragrances ever. I've always shared with you guys that something about fragrances with a clear juice. I'm a clear juice gal. So I love dark, boozy fragrances, or just dark, heavy old lady fragrance, or just that dark colored fragrance of any color from the color spectrum, right? But anyway, if that makes sense. But there's something about really clear fragrances that always smell good on me. I kept hearing people say, oh my God, this smells so good, it's so clean, it's so this, that, and the other. Now, I love clean scents. I have several in my collection. But clean scents don't always stay with me. They're not strong enough. I have to combine them with other things. It depends on where they're from, who makes them, the whole 9 yards. There are some fragrance lines that I can wear that are clean, that are amazing on me, like Thomas Kasmala. There are some, Balenciaga. It's got one that smells, Flora Botanica smells amazing on me. There are just some that work right. This is one of them. This bottle is almost gone. It is called Pure Musk by Lattafa. And I'm going to bring it in so you guys can actually see. And at the bottom, you can see these little beads. I'm going to turn it so you can see that they kind of move. Even when you spray your fragrance, the beads make a little noise, you guys. And it's so cute. When I tell you, and I'm just saying this is no brag or anything like this. It's a channel where we share fragrances. So it is what it is. Feel how you want to feel. This is one of the least expensive fragrances in my collection that smell amazing. Like, this smells every bit of at least average of a $200 to $280 frag, $300 easy. No one would ever know how much you spend on this. It depends on how it smells on you. I'll say that, because you could grab this and it smells terrible on you. On me, this is a banger. Compliments galore. Every time I wear this, I get compliments on my fragrance. And I don't wear it for that reason. I smell good for myself. For one, I have to wear fragrances. I just have to. For two, I love it. More so aromatics, medicinal purposes, mental health reasons. Fragrances just do a lot for you, girl. And so that's why I do. But this is, I can smell it from the bottle. I haven't had this probably not even maybe 2 months. Maybe. We're in September. So I'm thinking I ordered this probably around my birthday time, maybe. because I haven't ordered a lot of fragrances since my youngest has graduated and gone off to school. So I know for a fact I have not had this since like May or June. So I'm thinking maybe a month and a half I've had this. It's almost gone. And it was extremely affordable. If I remember to reorder this, I will. I haven't really been purchasing a lot of fragrances in quite some time. I probably did a nice little number maybe at the beginning of summer. But other than that, no. This is amazing. I believe that there is a note of lavender in this. And you guys know, if you've been watching my channel any length of time, I do not like lavender by itself with anything. So every now and again, I will come across a fragrance that has a note of lavender in it that will knock my socks off even when I'm not wearing any. If that makes sense. And so let me put these on. These have been stretched out completely. It's time for new ones. All right, so I'm going to read to you what is in this fragrance. It's musky, powdery, animalic, and sweet. Amazing. This is again Khalees Musk, pure musk, Lattafa Perfumes. This is for men and women. This is a unisex fragrance. If you love a clean musk, if you love an animalic fragrance, if you like powdery, if you like the smell, absolutely amazing, with a effortless effort in the spray, the scent, the application. You know when I'm a tongue twisted, but you know what I'm trying to say, y'all. This is gorgeous. They don't list anything for us in this. It is a Oriental fragrance. I'm really good with Oriental florals. Anything I've noticed since I've been doing this, that a lot of my fragrances that work absolutely amazing on me are in that particular category. Now, is that all it is an Oriental fragrance? No. It is just that the things that are in the fragrance put it in a category of an Oriental. Normally, Oriental or Oriental florals have a little bit of woodiness. They have a little bit of powderiness. They have a lot of florals, exotic floral notes in them. I don't know, because they don't tell us, but this is damn good. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's Sunday. I went to church. Yes, I did. It's in the Bible. This is good. If you don't have this in your collection, get you some. You know what I always say. Get you some. Get you some. If your man loves to smell good, if you love to smell good, y'all could be the Bopsy twins and wear the same fragrance. It may not smell the same on you that it does on him, and vice versa. Gentlemen, if you're watching and you're looking for something to add to your collection that is a sexy, clean scent, effortless, sexy, clean, gorgeous. This is timeless. This will never go out of style. Like, this is a fragrance that you could wear 20 years from now and somebody will say, my God, from Glory, you smell amazing. Trust me when I tell you, good stuff. Under 20 bucks. I would say under 20, you may find it for like no higher than like 28 bucks. Do your research and watch, use your coupons and things, especially if you get this off the TikTok shop, if it's still available. They always have coupons and things of that nature. So kind of do your research and wait it out a little bit, because they have coupons and they drop prices on things. And you don't have to, be frugal. If you don't want to, just go ahead and add it to your cart and or buy now or whatever you want to do. But for me, this is a 10 out of 10. This is a 100 out of 100. Excellent blind buy. One of by far the best fragrances in my collection, and I've got a lot of them. One of my absolute favorites. I don't know if it's in my top 20 of fragrances of all time, but baby, let me tell you something. It's not lagging far behind. Don't drag your feet on this one. Grab it up. Under 30 bucks. I also want to take the time to thank all of my new subscribers, my new viewers, people who watch the channel, watch my videos, people who comment. Thank you. I really, really do appreciate your love, support, your interaction. Even if you don't like something, if the music was too loud, if it was too soft, if I'm too loud, whatever the case may be, say it. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Welcome in. Thank you for your time, your love, and your support. I'm waiting on my grandkids to take care of that flower vase back there. So I would like for them to change the water and remove the flowers. And I want them to do, I like to teach them little bitty things like that. It's theirs. So I'm going to wait for that, for them to change that, clean it out, and everything themselves. I like to teach them little bitty things like that because it's really important. I love flowers. Those aren't mine, by the way. But I love flowers and I love floral arrangements, and I do them sometimes, especially the artificial ones. I'm really good at that. It's one of my favorite things to do. I love to decorate, and I'm sure I've said that before. But I'm waiting on them. I'm going to show them how to do that. And the next time that they give their mom some flowers, I want to make sure that I show them also how to clip them and then freshen up the water so that they live longer. That's a great tool to know how to do as well. Moving on to our next fragrance, which would be something, again, that I get a lot of compliments on, you guys. And this is a Lattafa fragrance as well. I did get this at the top of the summer, I think. This one is Lattafa. It's from the Lattafa Pride collection. And this is a 100 milliliter. This is an eau de parfum. This one is called Brioche Vanille. Get you some. Yes, those are like pieces of bread stacked up. I didn't know what that was at first, but those are pieces of bread. If you don't have this in your collection, do yourself a favor and add this one. It is absolutely amazing. Brioche, which is bread, vanilla, sexy, sweet. Let me see if I can find the notes on this. I think I've looked them up before, so I can share with you guys what is in this. Get it? Okay, so yes. Now, right now, I am enjoying the fragrance of Khalees Musk. It smells so good, y'all. This is Brioche Vanille. This is a unisex fragrance from Lattafa. This is from the Lattafa Pride collection. Brioche Vanille Lattafa Perfumes unisex. Amazing. All day long until you scrub down. Compliments getter. This is, I'm telling you, it's absolutely gorgeous, you guys. You know, the bottle may not be of your type of decorum. I don't know. It's good. Trust me. Your main accords of this one are vanilla. It's sweet. It's fresh, spicy. It's woody. It's aromatic. It's amber. It's powdery. It's a conifer. Fresh and floral. You guys, amazing. I don't know what this is a copy of, or what's a dupe for this, or what it's a dupe for. I'm not sure, because I know that sometimes Lattafa has original fragrances that are their own. They may be similar to something, but they're actually their own. Brioche Vanille by Lattafa Perfumes is a oriental vanilla. Remember, oriental fragrances that are in the category of oriental floral or anything of the sort work really well with my body chemistry. I didn't know that's what this was, but when I tell you it works for me, it works for me. And what I've learned in doing this and doing research on fragrances is it teaches me and helps me in choosing fragrances, even when I'm doing like a blind buy, or if someone sends me something when I'm sharing information about it, whether or not it's going to work for me, based on what family it's in, okay? And because it's an Oriental fragrance, I knew this was going to be good on me, but I didn't know it was going to be amazing. It is amazing. This is a new fragrance. Brioche Vanille was launched in 2024, so it is not old at all. Your top notes of this are brioche. Of course, brioche is bread. It's a bakery good, a baked good. You got bergamot, freesia. Your middle notes are balsam fir. So when it says conifer as a one of the components of this, a main accord, that's what conifer means. Conifer means that it has something in it like a balsam fir or fern or some type of a plant in that particular family, okay? Bergamot, freesia, so you got your florals. Then in your middle notes, again, balsam fir, heliotrope, I probably already read that. Benzoin, vanilla, and praline. So it's got a little bit of sweetness to it, which I love because it gives this an element of depth in a fragrance that takes it above and beyond. Now, I know this says that this is in the family of an Oriental vanilla, but also this could be considered gourmand, and it may very well be as well. It's good. So if any of those notes tickle your fancy or your interest and you don't have this one in your collection, get you some. I don't remember the exact price point on this, but if you look this up on Fragrantica, you got a price range on here anywhere from $65 to $37 on this one. You may be able to find it for a better price. You may be able to find someone online who is selling it because they purchased it and they don't want it or didn't like it or it didn't work for them. So, anytime you're purchasing fragrances, you definitely want to do your research on them so that you can get the best deal possible. Unless you just got to have it and it's just all good and it really doesn't matter. And you want to do that Malcolm in the middle pricing. Get you some, y'all. This is a banger. I've been wearing this all summer, off and on, and then moving into, this is fall now, right? Or it's almost fall. This is good. And I can't see how much is left in the bottle. I can hear there's a little something in there. But I've been playing around with this all summer long. So there's probably not that much in here because of that factor. So I wanted to come on and share how amazing this really, really is. Because I've shared when I got these, but then you don't wear them right away. Sometimes you try them and you like them, or you don't like them right away, but you don't know about like the longevity of fragrances until you actually wear them. This lasts all day long on me. Compliment getter galore. Of course, we don't wear the fragrances to get attention, but it's nice that when you're wearing something, someone notices and recognizes that you smell good. Get you some. All right, next up on the list, I took the top off of this. I've been wearing this for like the last 3 days off and on. Let me bring this in closer. Can you guys see that? Okay, so the lighting is kind of bright. Banana Republic, dark cherry and amber. Get you some. If you like the smell of cherry, men and women, any scent of cherry, get it. All of their fragrances, and I've always loved Banana Republic. I remember I had a really nice computer bag I used to carry with me for years. I would carry my computer in there, my little laptop, my Bible, all my stuff in that bag. I carried to work. Then I carried over to church with me for years. Beautiful bag I grabbed from them. So I have always loved Banana Republic. Their fragrances and colognes on point. I have not smelled or had one in my collection yet that didn't smell absolutely amazing. This is good, y'all. Like, really, really good. And I know you can find these at like discounter stores like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, Ross for Less. Those are the ones I can think of that we have here. I want to say I found this at Burlington. Probably. Like maybe 2 or 3 Christmas seasons ago. Good. And I think I had this to give to someone. I can't remember who. You know, when you start wrapping stuff up and you go, yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one for myself. That's what happened. This is so good. It is perfect. It's got a little bit of a spiciness to it, but not too much. The amber and dark cherry in this are seductive. It is hypnotic. It is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I highly recommend if you can grab this one. This is a do-over. This is a do-over. This smells like all of this up in here is activating. Get you some. Dark cherry and amber. Banana Republic. All right. Moving right along. This one is really good. I've shared before that I bought like a little, when these first got kind of like, not popular, but when I first recognized this company a couple years ago, I ordered a little discovery kit, like more than a discovery kit. The fragrance bottles were like this big, so they were a little bit larger than travel size. And I think in it came 5 fragrances from their line. I don't remember if Honey Oud was in it. I don't remember. I can't remember. But I gave the kit away to someone for a gift. Because none of the scents for me did anything. They just didn't. This one is called Bella Vita Luxury Honey Oud. And you can find this on Amazon, TikTok shop. You can go to Bella Vita luxuryfragrances.com or something like that and find these. This I have worn all summer. I try to be careful with it because it's a honey fragrance. And normally you wear fragrances like this in the winter. I saved a little bit for the fall and the winter. I like this. When I first started wearing this, I was in love with it, and then I got tired of it. But by the time I got tired of it, as you can see, it's empty. And so I kind of slowed my roll on it because I want to see what this is going to do when it's cooler outside. So I saved a little bit so I could see what it's going to do, because it's an extremely moderately priced fragrance that lasts all day long. Great quality. And when you find fragrances like that, at least for me, when I find fragrances like this for this type of a price, these are the fragrances that you wear to work, or that you combine with the fragrances you wear to work, so you're not springing out on your most expensive ones every single day. That's just how I play it, right? I kind of cherish my more expensive fragrances because that's not something that I treat myself to often. And a lot of them may be collector's items or just things that you want to preserve, right? This is good. I was in love with it at first, and again, I got tired of it. But I think it's because I was wearing it like every day for like a week straight. I didn't wear it by itself. I did combine this with a couple of other fragrances and play around with it. But this is gorgeous. If you love honey, if you love oud, you're going to like this. If you don't like one or the other, I would recommend skipping out on this one. This is definitely a love or a hate. There is no in between for this particular scent. So this is wonderful. I enjoyed it. The price point is really, really affordable. I can't remember exactly what I paid for this, but again, I have not spent a lot of money on fragrances all summer long. So anything that I've added into my fragrance collection, probably in the year of 2025, wasn't expensive at all. Just a few things that I saw that were extremely affordable. Not that I needed anything, because I don't. To see what they were all about. Glad I added this one to my collection. As you can see, it is almost empty. I saved a little bit for cold weather because I want to see what the performance is going to be. Like today, it smells okay today to me, but then I may pick this up in 4 days and spray the rest of this all out at one time. It happens like that. Bella Vita Luxury, Honey Oud. If you like those types of notes and scents, definitely grab this one. It's a mellow, chill type of scent. It is a little bit sharp. If you overspray this, it's going to be extremely cloying, but I like those types of fragrances, so that's right up my alley. Get you some. All right, so next one of my favorites is just, I love this fragrance every day, all day, forever, for the rest of my life. This is Christian Dior's Hypnotic Poison. Let me tell you something. Even if, and that won't be a situation, I have to have this, you guys. Like, this is the most beautiful. This is one of my favorites. Always has been, always will be. They can't, and I love Christian Dior. They can't make a better one. And I love all Christian Dior's. Like, there are so many of them that are so good, like Addict and things of that nature. But this is my jam. I love Dune, and I love, yeah, there's Dune and Dolce Vita. There are so many like old school fragrances from Christian Dior that people don't know about that are amazing. I'm talking about 20, 30, 40 years ago. This is one of my favorites. It always will be. I love the original Poison. I love Hypnotic Poison. I'm going to share a couple of other ones that are flankers of this. Beautiful. Soft, sexy, sensuous, a little spicy, a little creamy. This is, when I tell you, listen, let me tell you something. I love my Chanel fragrances. I enjoy Tom Ford. There are so many fragrances that I really just love, y'all. I love Paco Rabanne's fragrances, and those are just basically designer scents. There are some niche brands that I absolutely love. But when I tell you, nothing compares to this fragrance to me, for me. In my opinion, this is the fragrance that set the pace for all other design houses when it came to coming out with something sexy. So when you smell like a Paco Rabanne fragrance, and it's that sexy straight out of the gate, I think this was the game changer in fragrances. You know, before this, from what I can remember as a young lady, before this scent, for me that I smell, nothing else smelled this good. It was okay, but this is different, and it will always be a staple in my collection. I recommend any young lady, middle age, little age, whatever you are, if you love beautiful fragrances, I recommend getting your nose on this. Depending on what stores you shop or that are available in your area, this may be easy for you to get a hold of. I think this one is just the eau de parfum. It's not the parfum, and it's not an elixir or anything. This lasts for days on me. I can scrub down in this and I can still smell this. It's so good, y'all. Like, I can smell it and I haven't sprayed it. It's just one of those for me. It's special. It is everything that you want in a fragrance. Like, if you only have one fragrance in your collection, this is one of those types of fragrances that you only need one, or if I could only have one, this is it. This is not the only one in my collection that I feel that way about, but this is one of my favorites. Like, when I started rebuilding my fragrance collection, this was number one on the list. Like, number one on the list. Have to have this. Number one. Hypnotic Poison, Dior. If you don't have this, Get you some. Trust me, it'll bless your life. Next up on the list, this is, y'all, before there was a Fenty, there was a Rogue by Rihanna, or Rihanna, however you pronounce her name. You see what's in here. When I tell you, and this, I've had this, you can see the whiteness coming off of it. Listen, I'm telling you right now, if you love Chefra floral fragrances, get you some. Sexy, sexy, sexy. Remember when I said, before there was Fenty, there was Rogue by Rihanna. Trust me when I tell you, if you love Fenty like I do, that's one of my favorite fragrances. The blueberry note does it for me. It's so good to me. Fenty is so good to me that I was spraying in it so much, I had to hide it from myself, y'all. Because I treated myself with that one. But before there was a Fenty, there was a Rogue by Rihanna. This is dangerous and extremely moderately priced. When I tell you, this will shock you, will last all day long, sexy, out of it, blow your mind, out of the park, home run, all day long. You want to spray, you cooked a little dinner, made a nice little salad, you want to get them right. Trust me when I tell you, make sure you hit those elbows and the back of your knees. Get you some. Rogue by Rihanna. Remember I told you, before there was Fenty, there was Rogue by Rihanna. Get you some. It's so good the writing is almost gone. All right, so just, since we want to keep on talking about something that smells good, and you just want to do it, and you want him to do it, and y'all just want to do it. Pure Poison, Dior. You're welcome. When I say heaven help us, you are welcome. We'll always try to keep this in my collection. It is beyond gorgeous. And I normally, like if a fragrance has a flanker, I'll either love the flankers and not the original, or vice versa. With Christian Dior, and I think maybe Paco Rabanne, I'm thinking if there's any others. Those two, I always just love all of them. And I don't know if it's just because I just do it in my head. I just tell myself that I do. Get every poison there is. Get them all. The original. Hypnotic Poison. Pure Poison. Poison Girl. My Pure Poison Girl. My Poison Girl. My Girl Poison. Whatever they have, get them all. Trust me when I tell you. You're welcome. Never thought he had me. You guys remember that song? Alright, so there's been a lot going on the internet lately, hasn't there? I mean, the internet has been busy. Now, normally I mind my business and I keep things to myself. But sometimes I have a little extra time on my hands. My kids are grown. And so sometimes I don't have to cook as much or, do as much laundry. I got time to read books now and take long walks and take a few swims and get a good workout in every now and again. Stuff like that. And when I'm scrolling through the internet sometimes, I see stuff just like everybody else does. And recently, I saw something going on with one of my favorite singers and songwriters, Kelly Price. Did you guys see that? What did you think about that? What did you think about her someone's, mean comments in her comment section on a performance that was posted on the internet, and somebody felt the need to make negative comments about her outfit or something and how she looked in it, and she clapped back a little bit. She let them know, when you get done talking, I'm gonna still be selling out these venues. And she can still sing, y'all. I don't know if anybody is really into her music, but she's amazing. I've always loved her voice, and she made some pretty harsh comments, but she was on point. And without giving my total opinion, because I think sometimes our opinions are unwarranted, meaning that nobody really cares what we think, but we say it anyway. But the harsh reality of what she said, a lot of what she was saying was she was right. She was, unfortunately, she was right. And it's really sad that it took someone being mean and derogatory towards her of the same ethnicity or, people or persons in order for her to have to actually address that harsh reality. But I'm just going to say, without giving my opinion in detail, she was right. She was right, you guys. And it's sad. She was right. So I think that before probably the year is out, I want to kind of talk about a little bit and share my thoughts and upload it to the channel on what I think about what she said. Not the part about the gospel artist part, because that's something I don't know anything about. But the things that she's made, the statement that she made about how we treat each other. It's horrible. She was right. And I do want to say something about it because I've experienced it on many levels. And I think that it needs to be talked about, because a lot of times when people speak on the truth, they get beat up a little bit because they are telling the truth. And the people that are beating them up are guilty. They're the type of people that do those types of things, So they feel guilty, and because they're guilty, they want to fight and lash out and, say things. And I think that it needs to be, more people need to speak up on it. More people need to speak up on it. Next fragrance that I want to share with you guys, same family, it's a flanker. This one is Poison Girl. Y'all, let me tell you something. I wore this the other day and today. And I haven't worn this in a while. And my favorites, just so you know, I always have backups of my favorites. This is dangerous. So beautiful. Just perfection in a bottle. Again, Dior. This is a part of the Poison line. This one is Poison Girl. So it is a flanker of Poison and Hypnotic Poison. Get them all. Some people say a lot of times when you get flankers of fragrances, it's a waste of money. No, not a waste of money. Total investment. Trust me on this. You're welcome. So good. Like I said, I have not worn this in a while, but I picked it up the other day and I was like, oh, I felt like smelling good. You know what I mean? Like real good. And normally I feel like that, especially like if it's something that's one of my faves, when I'm not, like if I got a little head cold, a little sniffle or something like that. And I've been taking my allergy medicine, which I normally don't like to take medicine because it doesn't work. But this time I did, because I couldn't take it, y'all. I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I hit the DoorDash on the CVS. Okay, she did. This is beautiful. If you don't have this in your collection, get you some. You're welcome. All right, next fragrance on the list that I love wearing, and I haven't had this in my collection for very long, but I love wearing this fragrance transitioning from summer to fall. This is one of those that you have to be careful with wearing in the summertime because you'll have friends following you. But it is absolutely gorgeous. I love Middle Eastern fragrances. So if you watch any of my recordings other than this one, you will find that most of the fragrances that I talk about are Middle Eastern fragrances. They are. And before they ever got extremely, extremely popular, now you can see and hear somebody talking about them on every channel, every social media platform. But before all of that explosion took place, I have always loved Middle Eastern fragrances because they smell amazing on me. This one is from Swiss Arabian. And this one is Hamza. Okay. This is a yellow floral fragrance. So this one is white floral. It says white floral. There's yellow in here. Citrus, honey, sweet, animalic, floral, and rose. You guys, get you some. This is super, super sweet. So if you don't like a sweet floral fragrance, you're not going to like this. This reminds me of Guerlain. This is Guerlainish. It is Guerlainish. You know what I mean? Very Guerlainish. It is. So if you love Guerlain fragrances, you'll love this. And I love Guerlain fragrances. Boutique, floral, exotic, sweet. If you don't like a really sweet, sweet, sweet floral fragrance, you're not going to like this. It is so good. It's heavy. The top to this is plastic, so sometimes it acts a little weird on me. Oh, it's staying. Yay. Isn't that cute? So I can't remember the price point on this, but I know for a fact that this isn't really, really expensive. This is what the bottle looks like. Your top notes. This is in the category of a floral, woody musk. So if you don't like floral, if you don't like woody, and you don't like musk, and you don't like them all together, you are going to dislike this. What do they say? Strongly dislike? You're going to strongly dislike this. It's one of those. It reminds me of something else. Like kind of like Shalimar-ish. Something like that. Guerlainish is what I call this. This one has orange blossom, gardenia, mandarin orange, honey, rose, and vetiver. Really, really simple, straight to the point, lasts all day long. It's good. I like to mix this one. I can't remember what I mixed it with, but it's so good that it had that the honey, the floral, it almost has like a champagne-y, like a sweet champagne-y, boozy note, but not that. It gets better with time. So when you first get your bottle and you don't like it, let it sit. It gets darker. It wasn't this dark when I got it at first, and it gets better. Let it sit. Let it sit. Spray out on it a little bit. As you know, in order for the color to change and the fragrance to mature a little bit, you got to spray out on it a little bit. At least that's what I do for mine. That rule may not apply to everybody and for everybody, but for me, yes. Let me spray. I've got a couple of scents on me already, but I'm going to spray a little bit. And something I've been seeing people do on line lately, when they spray their fragrance, this is good, y'all. Like, this is so beautiful. It's just something, it does something for me. It's really, really pretty. I'm so glad that I pulled this out of my little storage bin because I've not worn this a whole lot. It is kind of close to halfway, the halfway mark. Very, very good. Extremely potent. It lasts a really, really long time. I've been seeing people do this. Like when you see people spraying their fragrances on TikTok and things like that, and I'm looking at them like, you're ruining your fragrance. You're busting up the molecules and the structure, the molecular structure of the fragrance when you do that. That friction destroys the fragrance totally. So when you do that, you'll notice your fragrance doesn't last as long and it doesn't smell as good, like at all. So just a kind of little bit of a FYI if anybody's watching and they're new to collecting fragrances and things of that nature. Nothing bad. It just really messes up the fragrance. That's not the proper way to. We don't. Stop doing that. Okay, one more, y'all, that I've been spraying on lately with the weather starting to change. Another Middle Eastern fragrance. We're gonna have to do like a part 2 and a part 3. Okay. When I first got this fragrance, I got it because something told me to get it. I don't know. It was probably like a really, really good price point. Like I only get these when they're a good price point, like really affordable. Like to the point where somebody go, that's cheap. But baby, let me tell you something. The bottle is different. I don't know. But this is called Washer. Bottle Tafa. And one of the fragrances that I think this may be a dupe for, maybe Good Fortune by Victor and Rolf. I don't know, but it's good. So when I first got this, I just sprayed out on it just to be doing something. I do that. I'm human. But I sprayed this out. I sprayed out on this the other day. And when I sprayed, I said, girl, you doing it? You doing it like that? Thank me later. Washer. Latafa, get you some. You're welcome. All right, so that concludes my share of fragrances that I've been wearing, or fragrances that I like to use or wear, transitioning from summer to fall. Now that's probably different from last season and the season before that, and it'll definitely be different for next year. But that's what I've been wearing lately. Those are the ones. And we need to do a part 2 because those aren't the only ones, but those are the ones that I've been using lately. Now this last scent that I want to share with you, this is a scent that I got from the TikTok shop, and it was like under $10. And the reason why I ordered it is because it looks like a collection of fragrances that I already have. The bottle did. And I knew it wasn't a new scent from that collection, but the bottle looked just like it. So I ordered it, and it was under $10, y'all. And I had to have it. It's called Amber Ebony, and it's on TikTok shop. And they, those fragrances they advertise, and they go, if you want, when he sees you, to drop down on both his knees and ask you to marry him, you need this. And that's how I ended up with this one, because of the bottle. The bottle is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And this will probably go to one of my girls. But it looks like these. So that's what made me grab it, because I love the bottle decor of these, and I love my frags. So I got it because of that. Okay, it is not a part of that collection, this collection, but that's why I grabbed it. It was like under $10, and I was like, what they doing over there in TikTok shop? Let me see. And this actually smells really, really good. But I will probably end up giving this to one of the girls. Probably not my grand girls, because they have their own scents. They have their own perfume. We were on a road trip yesterday. And they were in the back seat, and my youngest grandbaby, I have to share this. We were riding through an area where there were, as my oldest grandbaby said, it was a bison. Every time my daughter said, look over at the animals. And we said, well, what is it? We asked her, what is it? I call her Baba. I said, Baba, what are those? And she said, those are bison. She didn't say cow, buffalo, moose, nothing. She went straight to the bison. So that's what. And you know, when you go through areas, farmlands and things like that, you know, the scent in the air changes. And my youngest grandbaby, she said, Granny, where's your perfume? I said, what? And we're riding, so you know, you can't really. If I'm riding with someone and they're driving, I'm driving with them. Like, especially we going a long distance. And so I'm like, I can't look back there or whatever I told her. I don't know. But when we looked up, she had some back there, like a little spray or something. And it's just funny to see a 6 or 7 year old spraying out the whole backyard, about the whole back seat, trying to clear out this scent that she did not like. It was a hilarious moment. And I'm sure you guys have plenty of road trip laughter in your arsenal as well. So anyway, this fragrance, this reminded me of that for some reason, I'm not sure. But this fragrance, it smells good. I like the bottle, you guys. And this smells really good. I sprayed it on last night and a little bit this morning to kind of see if it would last. It's really, really fruity. And I don't know if you know your cereals, but this smells like that Fruity Pebble type of Tricks type of crunchy berry type of. It's really berry and sweet smelling. And I don't know exactly how long this lasts because I don't even know how long I slept last. Like, I don't even think I slept a long time. I probably went to sleep at about 3 or 4 and probably got up around 5 or 6 maybe. I can't remember. But this smells good. And I was trying to figure out what it smells like. And the closest thing that I could think of was Love Spell by Victoria's Secret. In my opinion, a little bit better. That was never a scent that I adored, but it always smelled good on other people. But that's what this reminds me of. But it smells a little bit better. But it has that similarity. I want to say that's what this is. That's really what I think. I think that's what this is. So if you like or loved Love Spell by Victoria's Secret, then you want to go ahead and grab Amber Ebony if you see this pop up on your TikTok shop. And you love fragrances. I got it for the bottle. And I wanted to see what it smelled like. It's under $10. So that's why I grabbed it. It's not something that I will wear all day long because I don't think it lasts that long. And then it's not strong enough for me. But it does have a really good scent to it. But I'll probably gift this away to one of the girls. Yeah, probably so. So I've got one new girl added to my bunch. My son asked his girlfriend to marry him. And so we have a new addition to our family. We were already family, but now we definitely are. And she comes from a beautiful family. I love her. We love her. And so I'm excited for their future. And they won't be getting married anytime soon. Education is first. But they did it. They're going forth. And so I'm excited about that, you guys. I really am. So anyway, this will either go to my oldest daughter or my new daughter. I give her fragrances too, so yeah. One of them will get this. All right. And yes, my son did it right. He asked her father, the whole 9 yards. He did it right, y'all. He did it right. He did it right. Don't worry. Yeah, he did it right. But anyway, I'm excited about that. No matter what's going on in our life and what situation and stage in life we are, we can always find something to be happy about, to celebrate, to be grateful and thankful for. Is everything perfect in my life? Absolutely not. But the joy of the Lord is my strength. And so when you see me smiling. No matter what the situation is, I'm going to do my very best to pull on the hem of his garment for my strength. That's where my help comes from. My strength, my peace, my love, my patience, my everything. And so I'm grateful for what God is doing in the lives of not just myself, but my children and my grandchildren and their friends, people that are close to them. I pray for them as well, and things of that nature. You want nothing but the best. You want nothing but the best for your children and your grandchildren if you're blessed to have any. You want to see them well. You want to see them do well. And so what God said, exceedingly and abundantly above all that we can ask or think. On that note, I want to thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. And we will pop on again with a part 2 of fragrances that I will be enjoying or have been enjoying from our transition from summer to fall. We'll see you on the next video. Thank you all for your love and your support. If you have not already subscribed to our channel, make sure you do so. I really appreciate it in advance. It doesn't cost you a dime. Now, I'm not going to beg you, but I'm going to ask you to hit that subscription button, hit that like. Make sure you share my videos. Share them with your friends and your co-workers if you enjoy them. Enjoy. Get a couple of laughs out of them. That's what I'm here for. We will see you on the next video. I'll try to upload another one sometime this week. I try to feed the channel and let you guys know that I'm still here. And I thank you for being here with me and rocking with me through every storm of life. Bye-bye. Peace.